Hi there, welcome to Sports Central. I'm Tony Sunzeri, and in the NBA on Tuesday, the Sacramento Kings went down to the desert and shocked the Phoenix Suns 116-113 in Arizona. Marcus Thornton led the charge. He let loose with 24 points and 11 boards for the Sacramento Kings. Both station manager and show correspondent Peter Laughlin and I picked incorrectly in this one, bringing both of our records to 8 and 7. Next up for the Sacramento Kings, they face the Rockets in Houston. And Houston, you may have a problem trying to stop Tyreke Evans and Marcus Thornton. Based on that and that alone, I picked the Sacramento Kings to beat the Rockets in this one. Pete, he likes the Rockets at home in Houston. Okay, let's go to our caller. We have a special guest today. His name is Bob Lamont. He's from Professional Sports Representation and Corporation out of Reno, Nevada. He is a man many people consider the most powerful person in the NFL, and it's our pleasure to have him on Sports Central. Bob, welcome to the show.
Hi, nice to be with you gentlemen today.
Bob, you represent managers, coaches, upper management in the NFL. People like Steve Spagnuolo of the St. Louis Rams and Andy Reid of the Philadelphia Eagles. What's going on in the minds of these coaches during the collective bargaining agreement labor discussions? Is it business as usual, or is this a source of major distraction for them?
Well, I would say that the biggest problem they deal with is sometimes they have to go on as if it never happened, but there is certainly a change of pace that's never existed before. It's the first time in history there's ever been a lockout.
Right. It sounds like it's a major source of contentment with these managers, with these coaches, with these players, and you've negotiated over $1 billion in professional sports contracts. You're based out of Reno, Nevada. What advantages or disadvantages are there with setting up shop in a fairly smaller market than most while dealing with these clients who are at the elite level of sports?
Well, I would say that Reno's been very nice for us because it's a good place to hide out. It's very ironic that we've had an opportunity to be called by every major news outlet in the United States, and it always shocks people when I've actually had someone call me from the Reno Press-Gazette and say, I didn't know you lived in Reno. So it's very nice for us from a comfort zone, and it gives us a familiarity from afar because we also live in New York City and in San Francisco. So our offices are here, but we like the anonymity of Reno.
Fantastic. We're happy to have you in the region, most definitely. In your professional opinion, and you've been dealing with a lot of the instances that are going on with the lockout, will we have a season in the NFL in 2011?
Yes, I think most definitely. Last year in June, I was quoted pretty well nationally by saying that if there were a lot of fires at the head coach position in 2010, then I would say the season would happen and it wouldn't be a very long lockout. If there weren't a lot of coaches fired, I said it would be very protracted. Well, they had 8 or 25% of the league, which is massive, and I think I'll stay with that barometer.
Fantastic, Bob. I wish I had 2 hours to speak with you, but that's all the time we have today on Sports Central. Thanks for joining us.
It's a real pleasure, Tony. You have a great day.
You too.
Take care.
That's it for Sports Central. I'm Tony Sunzeri. For more information, log on to our Facebook page and watch us all day long on Lake Tahoe TV.